Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's that we are hunting through, looking for those pesky alphabet 10p's. We did tick one off though. Was that last week, the week before? We've got 5 to go. We've got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and M, N, O, P, R, T, U, V, and X. Yeah, it was P, wasn't it? So 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, we have got 6 to go. It must have been 7 before. Anyway. But the 2019s are so scarce, so low minted, so hard to find in circulation. We started a second 2018 book, which we are one letter off of completing. We need H for Houses of Parliament. Otherwise, we are complete. So, let's get into these bags, see what we find. Okay then, whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be going through some of the comments recently left on my videos. If you get a random love and a like from me, it's gone into my Q&A bank for one of these Saturday 10p coin hunts. We start with Brett Steele, who says, when filling these books, do you replace some coins with nicer quality ones? It's a question I get asked fairly frequently, and the answer is no, I don't. Unless there is a really grubby coin. Otherwise, I will be constantly comparing all the coins compared to all the coins that I found. As a rule of thumb, if something is superbly in superb condition, that's a coin that's an old coin that you would expect to be battered and beaten, I'll keep it in my oddities box rather than replace it with the one that's in the book, because it's just a slippery slope and I'll end up spending hours trying to figure out, and once the reverse might be perfect and the obverse not perfect, then trying to decide which one I want to keep, and it would just be too much hassle, too much aggro. So as a rule of thumb, no, unless I've got a really grubby coin in the book. Explicit Play says, for the Q&A, the coin book has a little flap for each space. Do you put the flap in front or behind the coin, or do you just let my man hang loose? So when it's just the card in, I don't tuck the flap in because it'd be a pain trying to get it out. I tuck the flap in behind the coin, because if you tucked it in front of the coin would still slip out, right? So yeah, it is tucked in so the coins don't fall out. Peter says, hello, a question please. Why after the year 2016 Shakespeare 3 commemorative coins and the £2 commemorative coins are none for circulation and available in sets only? Thank you. So from 2017, 18, 19 and 2020 there was no demand for new £2 coins. The Royal Mint mints coins that then get spread across the country as and when there's demand. So there was they had minted a lot of in 2015 and 2016. If you think about all the Navy Centenary, the Magna Carta, the 3 Shakespeare £2 coins, the Army Centenary, Navy Centenary, and there's one more, Great Fire of London. I hope that was all of the 2015 and 2016s, and and the Britannia as well, 2015 and 16 Britannias. What it seems to have happened is there was a big build-up of those coins in the Royal Mint long store. So the Royal Mint will mint what they are told is going to be required throughout the year, and then they will ship the coins out when there's demand in different parts of the country. And it just seemed that there just can't have been demand, because for so many years after the ones that I'd mentioned, no new circulating £2 coins got minted for circulation. So it's only in 2021 and now in 2022 we've recently found out that more £2 coins have been minted for use in circulation, the Britannias. But there must still be a backlog of other more recent coins, because we've yet to see any of these 2021 or 2022 Britannias hit general circulation. Not quite sure what that is, because I've said before, when I worked in retail, £2 coins and £5 notes were like gold dust. They were really handy coins and notes to have in your tills, and there was never enough. So I'm not quite sure. So that is the reason why for those years there's been no commemoratives. Why then in the last 2 years that there have been £2 coins minted for circulation has there been no commemoratives in that mixture? I don't know is the answer. I've speculated before that I believe that potentially it's trying to readdress the balance of definitives. If you think about the shields compared to Britannias on the 50p's, although there is more Britannias, there's lots of shield 50p's out there. If you compare Technology's £2 coins to Britannia £2 coins, the 2 definitive designs that we've got in circulation, it's very weighted towards Technologies. So it might be a case that they want to up the supply of Britannias, although I still think they could have done 1 million or 2 million of a commemorative as well, or a couple of commemoratives, but that's just my opinion. So we don't really know why in the last 2 years where they have minted £2 coins for circulation that none have actually been commemorative to go into circulation. But I hope that answers your question. Wait a minute. And why are they only available in sets and to buy? I think it's the case that the Royal Mint would much rather still celebrate great British people, institution, inventions, themes, things like that, rather than if they find out one year, oh, we don't need any £2 coins for circulation. Oh, well, we won't celebrate all these great things that have their anniversaries in this year. So that's why. Right, Class 43 Harrison says, a tracker suggestion, 1997 £2 coin. We'll circle back to that. 2007 Active Union, well, you called that one right. And 2015 Britannia, again, called that one right too. So 1997 £2 coins, that counter would be ticking along like it would be constantly going. There would get so many of this, so you got no hope of me doing that, I'm afraid. But you're very good with the other two guesses. They're pretty on it. Right, Nars 1999 says, hi Christopher, what do you think of coin decals? Do they damage the coin? You've inspired me to continue my dad's coin collection. Thank you. That's amazing that you're continuing with your dad's coin collection. Really cool. Okay, do decals damage coins? Of course. Anything that's adhesive that's stuck onto a coin damages it, because you've got the if you were to remove it, it'll, I don't know, take off that striking layer of the coin. It will leave behind residue. There's chemicals that are inside glues that you use to affix it to a coin. So yes, a decal will damage a coin. What do I think of decals? I don't really mind them. If you're talking about the colorized 50p's or the Great Scotsman, Flying Scotsman that we've recently had, there were colorized versions of it. Are they decals? I don't really. To me, a decal is like a sticker that you're sticking on it, whereas that's printed onto the coin. So I guess I'm sure there'll be people that say they are decals and some people that say they aren't decals. But I don't think you could pull off the colour on a Flying Scotsman £2 coin, for instance. So what do I think of them? I don't really mind them. If it makes the coin look interesting, I don't really mind them. I don't buy decals to stick on coins, I hasten to add, but if I found one, I think that'd be kind of cool. It's just a little bit different, especially if it's on a common coin. If I found a Kew Gardens with a horrible decal stuck on it, I would be a little bit upset, but it's still a Kew Gardens under that decal, so yeah. I think that answers your questions. Right, Paul Farmer says, can a £2 coin be minted with obverse and reverse the wrong way round on the inner circle? Oh, I see what you mean too. No, impossible. When a £2 coin is... So a £2 coin obviously has two metals, the outer bit and the inner bit. But the design element, so if you think about that technology's design, that is struck all in with one die. The die which has the design on it to strike that blank, turning it into a coin. It is one piece. It's not separately struck for the middle bit and separately struck for the outer bit. That design is all on one physical die. So there's no way that you would have the obverse outer and the reverse inner, or vice versa, because it's all one piece. That there is no separation of them, because they're struck at one point. It expands the metal, and that helps lock it into place. So no, you can find them, and what that means is that someone has used heat or coldness to expand and contract the metal, or another method that I can't think of off the top of my head, to pop out that middle bit, put it back in, and obviously seal it back shut. So no, it is impossible for that to be a Royal Mint minting error, as far as I am aware. I would put my chances at 99% of that being the case. Right, Ryan D says, you started receiving messages about the date on the memorial coin because you'd stopped mentioning it, and people who noticed that are trolling. I don't think that's quite the case. So Memorial 50p, it has a date on it. If you're holding the coin the correct orientation, at the bottom there's a leak. It says 2022 either side of that leak. Lots and lots of people seem to think that they have an undated version. It's whether because people are used to the date being on the obverse, the side with the portrait of our monarch, but also if they're aware that the dates can be on the reverse as well, the date is quite well hidden in that design. So unless you're doing like a forensic check of the coin, or you know where you're looking on the coin, you might miss it. So I kept mentioning that in videos because I was getting endless emails, comments, messages on social media saying they found an undated coin. Look at my undated coin, and then there's the date. Literally in that picture, there's your date. So I kept mentioning it, pointing it out, hoping that would stem the flow of some of the comments, and it very much did. And then I stopped talking about it, and then the messages started flowing through again. So that's why I tried to mention it in the videos, because it stops 30 messages coming to me about people thinking they got undated ones. So I don't think they're trolling. I just think it's quite well hidden, and some people don't realise the date can be on the reverse as well as the obverse, or independent of each other. Oh my goodness. I was standing a bit worried. With only 3 bags left of the entire hunt, we were going to get nothing. We have been rewarded. Patience rewarded with Q for queuing. Whew, hallelujah. Right. What year is this one though? It's a 2018, so not one we need to complete the book. But at least we found something. Because it was, as I said, getting a little bit worrying. Right, Bunnykins says, congratulations, young sir. Young sir, you can come again. I'm quite happy with that. Young sir. When you've been 25 as many times as I have, you'll take that. I find these videos far more entertaining than when I was a boy and trying to get football stickers to fill an album. A question, does your collection contain a normal £2 coin? If so, how do you choose which year to include? I look forward to watching your next book filling up. Okay, so technology coins, I don't keep any in my book. I keep meaning to do it when I've got a bit more time to record it and plan it out. I am fairly confident, with the exception of maybe one date, I could get a date run of technology £2 coins practically every single £2 coin hunt. That's why I don't keep technologies in it, because I know I'm going to get at least one, and probably I could even get a date run in one video, barring maybe one or two that are a little bit harder, but harder in terms of I have 50p coin hunts when I don't find a Benjamin Bunny. They're very much the outliers. So no, I do have the 2015 and 2016 Britannias, because they are lower minted. They are over face value, which has then brought up the question with 2021 and 2022. The mintage figures are higher. Will I be keeping those in my books? Not quite sure. We'll see how things goes. And with that being said, let's go back to the coins. So then, £200 worth of 10p's hunted through, and we only found one coin. But that coin is an alphabet 10p, so I think I do still chalk this up as a win. We sometimes do find territory coins, foreign coins, but just to find one alphabet, I think that's a win. So let me know in the comments, would you class this as a win? That's a lot of coins I went through just for this one little coin, but I think this one little coin, especially because it's a design I quite like as well, has been totally worth it. Well, as ever, links are in the description of this video to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO box address you can write into me with, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I work for as my day job making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. All it leads me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.